Hey YouTube, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Yeah. How y'all doing today? Every day. I hope y'all doing great. I just came on here to apologize because I done slacked up on my content production, and it's not that I'm not producing content, it's just I've been getting in my head about the quality of it, and so I haven't released it. And I also have been really like trying to figure out how I really want to take this YouTube, because one thing about me, I'm multifaceted. So I do a lot of different things. It's just a lot of things that I don't show. And that is the whole point of my YouTube, to allow the world to get to know me from a new and improved point of view. And I just feel as though there's so many things I want to talk about. There's so many things that I want to express. There's so much. I want to talk about spirituality and my spiritual journey, and how having a psychosis affected my spiritual journey very deeply. And I want to talk about bad decisions that I made and how I learned a lot of lessons from them, and being willing to share my lessons, because I feel as though a lot of us don't have guidance, or at least for me, I don't have guidance. So a lot of the things that I did, it was because I did not know better, and the only way I was able to learn is through the unfortunate experiences that I caused myself with the decisions that I made during those times. And I feel like it's a lot of people out there that are just winging it, just like me. And I feel like if you younger than me, you could benefit from a lot of the things that I learned, and you can overcome a lot more way faster when you know what you up against. And I feel like that's pertaining to love, that is pertaining to spirituality, that is pertaining to your career, that is pertaining to self, understanding self, holding yourself accountable, being responsible, all of these things. And then I want to talk about family dynamics, toxic family dynamics, trauma and early childhood development, and how toxic family environments plays into the destruction of a child's psyche in early childhood development. And the reason I want to talk about that is because that is what affected my mental health growing up. Like, I want to talk about depression. I want to talk about anxiety. I want to talk about bipolar disorder. These are a lot of things that I want to talk about. It's so many things that I want to explore with you guys on my YouTube, and I'm still trying to figure out how to go about it, as well as fighting imposter syndrome, or feeling like afraid of the wrong people seeing my content. It's a lot that goes into me pursuing content creating, because I'm telling y'all my real life experiences, and they are not pretty. Everybody be like, oh, you so pretty, you so pretty. And I'm just here to tell you that pretty motherfucking hurts. And I am the living proof of that. Now, everybody may not have that experience, but this is my experience. My pretty ended up hurting me and made me a lot of enemies within my family, and I did not see it. Like, for so long I didn't see it, or maybe I just didn't accept it. And now that I'm at the age of 28, I really understand that the things that I went through with my family is something that I really have to talk about, even if there's going to be backlash behind it. But I have to go about it in a way where I'm not putting myself in a negative spotlight, or putting myself in a headspace of focusing too much on the past and negativity. So, and then I'm over here freaking, what was I doing? Applying for scholarships for school. I'm on my second scholarship essay. Then I'm trying to find a job, because it's a lot. Adulting is a lot, and I need to work on my time management very much so. I do pretty good with being proactive. In the last year, I have gotten a lot better, but I know there are some things that I need to adjust and fix, especially because I just got a lot going for me right now. And I have to be able to manage and handle all the things that I've been asking God for. So that means I have to make some adjustments on my end in order to be able to maintain the things that I desire. And I know they're coming to me because no matter what, I have to do what I'm being called to do. A lot of this stuff I really don't want to talk about. But I know that this is my purpose, and I cannot deny myself of fulfilling my purpose out of fear of the unknown. And in being afraid and not trusting the process, that also is a form of disobedience. And obedience is better than sacrifice. So I just wanted to say that I have not forgotten about my YouTube, and that I do have a lot of things in store for this page, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that I am going through a lot of emotional changes right now. Going through a lot emotionally. This past fall and winter was probably one of my toughest battles that I've ever had to fight, as far as so many endings. Like, so many endings. I literally was fighting for my life last year. Honestly, I've been fighting for my life since the brink of my 26th birthday. So since 2023, April 2023, March 2020, really January 2023. That's when it started for me. January 2023, that is when the bullshit started real bad. I was already going through little stuff, but I practice gratitude a lot so I don't focus on the negativity, just to keep bringing in the positivity. But if we talking about reflection, oh yeah, January 2023 up until now, baby, I've been getting my ass dragged by the universe, like by my titty nipples on concrete. Y'all don't understand how that feel, but I hope y'all can try to imagine it. But baby, I have been fighting for my sanity to the T. No, I'm beefing with my whole family, my mama and my daddy's side. That is taking a toll on me, and having to fight with myself on how I want to go about it and how I want to talk about it, because I feel that I have been wronged, and I feel like using my pain as a means for profit is the only way I can get some type of fulfillment in a situation. It very much is a tug of war in my heart going on. A lot. And I have written songs. I have written books. I have completed one book. I'm working on another one. And this is all pertaining to just toxic family dynamics. And a part of me really don't want to talk about it, because it's like, people be so hell-bent on saying, oh, you can't talk about your family, like that's your family, that's your family. And it's like, bruh, come on. Y'all are not being real out here. These people are doing the most grimiest shit for the sake of using their bloodline and biological connection to you against you. So you won't protect yourself and do what's best for you. That is not a family member. That's not a family member. And I wish more people stop trying to use the word family as a means to accept bullshit. Because that's what it be. It'd be a whole bunch of confusion and chaos with no type of peace, because nobody wants to talk about what is happening, because that would mean that somebody would have to be held accountable. And a lot of times when you dealing with an older generation of people who feel like you can't tell them nothing and they the only ones that can do the talking, you cannot correct those type of situations because they not listening. They are not listening. So I feel as though I have to have these conversations because nobody else don't fucking want to. Because if we don't address the elephant in the room, we're never going to get nowhere as a black community. We have to talk about these things no matter how uncomfortable they make us. And I'm trying to figure out an approach to these conversations where it's not so uncomfortable, but it's also very much asserting the need to have these types of discussions. And it's going to trigger a lot of people. And I think that's the fear that is making me not want to talk about the things that I know I'm being led and pushed towards discussing. It's the fear of people being triggered instead of being inspired to do better. It's the fear of people being so caught up in what I allowed myself to go through instead of understanding how I came out on the other side and the lessons that I learned. It's the fear of people being angry with me for standing up for myself because how dare I expose my toxic family. And these are the reasons I have not been posting on my YouTube. Because it's like, yeah, I want to talk about my birthday. I want to talk about, having fun. But it's like, y'all, I'm not really having fun. I'm just doing what I got to do because I got to do it. That's it. And I just have to create fun moments for myself. But deep down inside, I am hurting a lot. And I'm very good at smiling because as a kid, that was my defense mechanism. Smiling. So I'm not a small talker. I'm not a small talker. And a lot of people are. A lot of people can't have deep conversations without getting triggered or without fully understanding or being able to adhere to the message. When you have a lot of people that are in that space mentally, it's hard to have the conversations that I want to have. It's hard to talk about mental health and epigenetics. It's hard to talk about psychosis, and it's hard to talk about mental health and the different diagnoses. It's hard to talk about how a lot of y'all are walking around undiagnosed and is functional depressed as people. And y'all think drinking your life away and going to the club every weekend with a skimpy outfit on is going to fix your problems. It's not. As somebody that used to be a stripper, it's not going to fix any fucking thing. Being a very spiritual person, I have come to realize a lot of things that we don't talk about are the things that need to be talked about for the advancement of our society as a whole. Don't give a damn if you black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican. It's for everybody. We ain't gonna get nowhere until we start having these uncomfortable conversations and holding these people accountable, holding ourselves accountable, holding ourselves responsible for our happiness, for our peace, and stop feeling like the world is just out to get you when really you just gotta save yourself. That's it. You just gotta save yourself. And we aren't being taught how to save ourselves because it's more beneficial for us to lean on somebody else in this society. It's not beneficial for us to be independent and self-sovereign. It's more beneficial for us to lean on the help of others because that is how we are able to stay under control. And I don't want to be controlled because I like freedom. And I feel like the only way I can express the need for people to do the inner work to help create a more sustainable planet long term is we have to start at the root of these problems, which is childhood, early development, and psychological trauma. That's where we have to start. And that is why I want to take and am going to take and already take my mental health advocacy seriously. I'm not a conventional mental health advocate because I'm not on a podium and I'm not at a TED Talk or whatever, but my experiences with a psychosis, my spiritual downloads and spiritual encounters, as well as me studying psychology and finally deciding to just take that leap of faith and go back to school for psychology because I know that this information that I'm about to receive is going to help me be able to really push a deeper understanding and connectedness with the spirit world, mental diagnosis, and how that plays out for us on a mundane level. And I just don't want y'all to just say, oh my God, she posted 2 videos and left. No, I just working through some things, moving a little slow. But I'm working though. I'm working. So I just had to give y'all a video so y'all can understand what it is and what it ain't. If you guys would like, you can comment down below about some things that you would like to hear me talk about. Whether it's scripting videos, more clothing hauls, because I do got some more coming. But if you prefer those, or if you want more vlogs, or if you want me to talk more about mental health or story times and all type of stuff, just tell me some things that y'all want to see from me, and then I'll take that into consideration based off of what I already want to push and impose on you guys. So yes, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, share. I would greatly appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.